Hey, Matt Locke with WNDU. For both of the guys, we talked about how you guys were feeling before we left for South Bend. Can you take us through the emotions as you stepped onto the field and saw the stadium for the first time yesterday?
I mean, yeah. To begin, it's truly just a dream come true. You know, watching this event on TV as a little kid and growing up, dreaming that one day you'll be here. I think it was pretty cool to come and see the field right when we got here, kind of take it all in, so we can kind of prepare mentally and then be ready to practice today and play tomorrow. Kind of put that all aside and just focus on the job that needs to be done.
Carter?
Yeah, completely agree. I think when you kind of walk down that tunnel and step onto the field for the first time, you're kind of speechless, just because this is, every college baseball player's dream. But like Ryan said, once we were able to kind of walk around, get our bearings, and experience that, I think it allowed us to come out today and really focus on what we were trying to do and get ready for tomorrow.
Okay, Joe.
Tyler Horka, Blue and Gold Illustrated. Ryan, before the Super Regional, you had a pretty confident statement. You end up backing it up. I'm just curious, did you think anything of that when you said it? And then, you win 2 out of 3 games. Obviously, it came true. Where does that confidence come from? How do you guys get that swagger, that edge that you play with?
Well, to begin, I think the comment might have been blown out of proportion a little bit, but it all stems from just the confidence in every single person on our team from 1 to 40. We've been through so many experiences that everyone has confidence in the person next to us and our coaching staff, and everyone goes out there and just plays with energy, passion for the person next to you, knowing that the next guy's going to back you up. And in that situation, obviously we're going into play the best team in the country that everyone said, and we just knew that if anyone could beat them, like we could, because we're experienced, have been through it, played in a hostile environment last year. And really the comment just meant that I had confidence in my team going into that and that they shouldn't take us lightly.
Okay, right here.
Jacob Timian, MavRadio.fm. This is for both Ryan and Carter. Is it safe to say after your Super Regional win against Tennessee that you're coming into this College World Series with kind of a chip on your shoulder and just playing with nothing left to lose?
Yeah, I definitely think we played this whole year with a kind of a chip on our shoulder. I think that's kind of the mentality that our team likes to play with. I think, we care for one another, and we know that we have the confidence, to go out and beat anybody. And so I think we're going to carry that over to this week, take it all in, but we know that we still have one job to do, and that's to win a national championship.
Yep, I agree with everything you said. Obviously, you can't get complacent in that. Every team here is very good and is here for a reason, so just need to continue to play the way that we play and go out there and show what we're made of.
Tyler, you had another question.
Tyler Horka, Blue and Gold Illustrated. For both guys, how do you balance the, coming off of beating the number 1 team in the country, like you said, and now there's 7 other really good teams here, and you have to focus on 3 of them first. How do you balance what you guys just did with, okay, now we've got another round of really good teams, and, they saw what we just did, and we have to take care of that?
I think we have a certain level of confidence given the competition that we play on a weekly basis. I mean, every team in the ACC is a championship-level team and can beat you on any single day. So we've had to play with that focus every game this season. And I think the biggest thing of it all is just to kind of forget what's happened in the past. Again, it all comes down to one game, one pitch at a time, and just play how we play.
Yeah, completely agree. I think obviously you enjoy that win, but to see everyone back in there lifting and at practice, you could tell that everyone is focused on the next person we're playing or the next pitch. And so I think just taking it one game at a time, taking it one day at a time, really helps this team just stay focused and locked in on what we have to do.
Okay, Mike.
Mike LaPresse, NCAA.com. You mentioned earlier that this is the dream of every college player. But when you come close, when a program gets close to it, and it's close enough almost to touch, and then you just don't quite get there, does that put in a fire, a drive that even makes the dream more urgent? And is that something that's driven this team at all this year?
I would say yeah. I guess looking at it when you're younger, it does kind of feel far away and feels like there's a long way to get there. And with what we did last year, we felt we were right there, a few pitches away. And since that loss, I mean, we've come back and worked every day with one goal in mind, and it's to get here and ultimately win the whole thing. I would say that feeling definitely had a part in this.
Yeah.
Carter?
Yeah, I think, when you have to go through that and watch, Mississippi State dogpile, and just to see them experience that, I think that is kind of something that sticks with you for a long time. And I think that stuck with a lot of us. I think they kind of pushed all of us. We knew that we were a good enough team to make it to Omaha. I think you could tell by that from that series. And so we knew that we just needed to get back to work, continue to trust in each other, trust in the coaches, and ultimately it would all work itself out, which it did this year.
Mike?
Mike Patterson, Omaha World Herald, for both players. Playing Texas that first game, another school obviously with a lot of great, proud tradition. Just talk about playing the Longhorns right off the bat.
Yeah, hearing about it at first, it's pretty cool. Growing up, they were one of the teams that was here more consistently, I would say, and I think everyone knows that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who we're playing. I don't think that affects the way we go about our business. So maybe a little bit of an effect at first, but got to try to put it in the back pocket and go out there and not worry about that, but worry about our team.
Carter?
Yeah, ultimately, like what Ryan said earlier, every team here is good enough to win a national championship, whether it's Texas or any of the other teams. And so, it's not necessarily worrying about, the name on the jersey, but just trying to go out there and play our game and play with each other and take it one step at a time.